Hey there, welcome to Product Marketing Genius. I'm your host, Nitin Kartik. As the author of the bestseller Product Marketing Wisdom and one of the top 100 most influential product marketers who's been featured on BBC TV and in Times Square, I know that leaders are lifelong learners. And that is why on this show, we have some of the best leaders to teach us what things we need to know to get to the next level. And today, my friends, our Product Marketing Genius is Aditi Mittal, who is head of strategic programs for MarTech at Amazon. So Aditi, welcome to the show, and please tell us a little bit about your journey.
So I have an engineering background and MBA. I've been at Amazon for about 10 years now. And in these 10 years, I've done a variety of roles from catalog improvements, profitability improvements, making improvements for our search and product pages. I led gift registries for 3 years, and for the last year, I'm leading strategic programs for MarTech at Amazon, where I'm essentially using AI ML to improve the quality of our recommendations and marketing campaigns.
Wow, look at that. AI is everywhere, and at a company as big as Amazon, we have AI being used as well. So Aditi, thank you so much for that. Now, Aditi, we're going to play a game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you 5 Would You Rather questions, and I'd like you to give 1-minute answers. You ready?
Of course.
All right. Okay. You were born ready. All right. Let's get these questions ready. Here we go. Aditi, first question. Would you rather have influence without authority or authority without influence, and why?
Well, I would pick influence without authority hands down, because just having authority does not translate into influence, right? If people don't listen to you, it doesn't matter how much authority you have. You will never be able to get buy-in from your leaders, people who report to you, or the cross-functional organization. So hands down, influence without authority.
Influence without authority. Excellent answer. Thank you. Next question. Aditi, would you rather convince the executive team or convince the entire company, and why?
Great question. I would start with the executive team, because once you have the buy-in of the executive team, you can use them as the amplifiers of voice for you. If you start and try to convince the entire company at once and you're getting pushback from the executive team, you might be pushing in multiple directions and despite your best efforts, not getting anywhere. So I would start with the executive team.
Start with the executive team. Start at the top. I like that. Excellent answer. Next question. Aditi, would you rather fix strategy problems or fix execution problems, and why?
Great question. I would start with strategy. And I think for the same reasons that we talked about in the previous question, if your strategy is on point, you can do execution with much less effort. If your strategy is all off or you don't have a clear vision, you can be spinning the wheels on execution in many different directions. And you might see that despite putting in like 100x the effort, you're actually not getting anywhere. So I would spend much more time on strategy and planning up front to simplify your execution following that.
Excellent. I think I've heard the saying, an ounce of strategy is worth a pound of execution.
That's
so
right.
Focus on
That
strategy
is
first.
right.
Excellent answer. I love it. Wonderful. Next question. Aditi, would you rather lead big strategic initiatives or many tactical ones, and why?
Yes, big strategic initiative, hands down. And I think it's in the same vein as our previous questions, right? I would pick big rocks to invest in versus many pebbles, right? Because many pebbles may not move the needle as much as one big rock can. So, if you feel like your roadmap is getting too long and it has hundreds of line items, it's time to simplify.
Hundreds of line items is too long for any roadmap. Excellent answer. I love that. Wonderful. Last question. Aditi, would you rather shape your company vision or shape a market perception, and why?
That's a great question. I think I would start with the company vision, because if the company doesn't have a vision, then your market perception is likely off. If your company has a vision, then you can have really good PMMs communicating that right vision out into the market. But if you don't have a vision, you don't even know what perception you're trying to drive.
There you go. I love it. Excellent answer. Thank you. Folks, there you have it. Please reach out to Aditi for more insights. And for even more insights, check out my book, Product Marketing Wisdom, at productmarketingwisdom.com. And see you next time on Product Marketing Genius.